All right. Dad Diary. Saturday, 24th of July, 7:44 p.m. Well, it's been a while since I've spoken to you guys, and man, a lot's happened. Well, when I say a lot's happened, kind of not much has happened as well. I've just been in this baby bubble with my beautiful daughter August and my lovely wife Lindsay, and been loving life. Just been loving it. She's changed every day. She's getting smarter. Yeah, absolutely loving it. So, she's 3 weeks old now, and she's a big girl. She's in the 95th percentile still. She's very long and quite heavy, but that's good. That's making us happy. You might be able to hear her occasionally in the background. She's having dinner at the moment. I'm absolutely loving it. She seems to be a really good baby and is making her mum and dad very happy. So, a couple of things I wanted to talk about dad-wise, things that have changed and things I've been noticing and stuff I like. I heard you guys talking on one of the other pods, farts. Farts are very funny. She does lots of farts and they're very funny. They're quite loud. They're quite like adult. It's very funny to hear an adult-sized fart come out of a baby. And also because she one of her major issues is having gas, we're quite happy when she farts. So to turn to Lyns and both have a smile when she's done a big fart is quite funny. Farts are going to never not be funny. I can't wait till she's older and I can do farts around her that upset her, I think. I'm sure that'll happen, her being a girl and all. Another good thing I've found is a mate of mine put me onto this, which is dad strutting. So that's I've been using one of the baby carriers where she's on my front, and I've been absolutely loving it, like taking her to the park, taking the dogs for a walk with her, and my mate calls it dad strutting, and he says you're never more proud than when you're strutting around with your baby out the front, looking as like my hair looks terrible and I just look like a utter goober dad, but I'm loving it. That's definitely been an enjoyable part of being a dad. And another thing is that there's just bodily fluids on everything. Bodily fluids everywhere, whether it's poop, wee, her poop and wee, vomit, breast milk, just everywhere. Lynn's made a good point. If you took a CSI-style blue light to the house, it'd look like a major crime scene. Just on everything. All my clothes, all our jumpers, everything. Breast milk everywhere. We're back to a good sleeping routine, which is really nice. Sleeping through the night. I was copping a bit of shit from Lynn's the other day for being a bit of a dad, occasionally with the late night wake-ups for feeding. If I'm particularly asleep, she says I do a quite bad thing where I just roll over and go, oh, poor baby, is she okay? Oh, no. And she's like, just shut up or get up and do something, which, is a fair point, I suppose. There is things like I just booked in my car to get a service and stuff like that, and I've got 2 weeks left of paternity leave, and it feels like the real world is kind of creeping back, which is a bit of an upsetting thing, but I will return into the real world as a new kind of father, which I quite like, a dad life, which is great. Overall, this has been I used to think that I didn't want to be a dad, that I didn't want to move into that part of your life, but once you get here, you're like, oh, I know exactly what's going on. Screw those young idiots. They don't know what's going on. This is great, absolutely loving it. I can't wait to get back. I've got lots of questions for the dad panel, so I'll save them up and we'll have a big chat when I'm back in a couple of weeks. Miss you all, and dad on. Yeah, so I heard this joke today, Lynn's. Have a listen to everything. A guy was reading the want ads, like Kijiji or something like that, or what's the Australian one? Gumtree. He sees an ad for a dog for sale. It says, and he just checks it out, and it says, talking dog for sale. He says, wow, talking dog. That's amazing. I have to go look into that. If that's really a talking dog, you gotta do that. So he calls up the guy, says, so does your dog really talk? He says, yeah, absolutely. He says, can I come see? He says, yeah, no problems. Shows up. The guy says, where's the dog? He says, the dog's through there. He goes, walks up to the dog and says, so do you talk? The dog says, yeah, I talk. He says, wow. He says, yeah, I work for the UN. I go with them to places like Afghanistan, and being a dog, I can infiltrate things like the Taliban and get into there, and then I tell them all the secrets to the UN, and so they know what's going on. Wow, what an amazing dog. That's absolutely amazing. So he goes into the next room with the owner and he says, your dog's amazing. I'd love to buy him. And, why are you getting rid of a dog like that? And the owner turns to him and says, he's a liar. He's never been to Afghanistan. Yeah, it's bad but fun.